Hang the phone up.
Why is...
All right.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Come on. Please don't grab me like that.
Hey.
Please don't grab me like that.
Stop it.
Get out of here before I kill you!
Are not going away. You need to exit the residence immediately with your hands up, nothing in them, and follow our instructions. We have a valid arrest warrant for you. Exit the residence now.
She's barely breathing. She's dying. She has blood coming out of her ass. She has worms coming out of her. I don't know who. Asked everybody whose dog it was. They said don't nobody on the street have a lab. Everybody got pits. German shepherds and all that.
She's alive.
She's a puppy.
The world's tough enough for animals at the best of times, but for pets, they're entirely at the mercy of their owners. Unfortunately, many caregivers are not caregiving to their animals at all. The sad truth is that the cops are often needed to rescue animals from the evil actions of people.
You're under arrest for 3 counts of animal cruelty.
Central 1095.
Well, what about the animal attacking me?
I completely understand you got attacked, sir, but you came inside and you were safe.
Yep.
In March 2022, Clark County police officers arrived at a man's property after he'd been reportedly discharging a firearm. According to a concerning call from a neighbor, the man was seen shooting dogs in his backyard.
Hey, Mr. Clark County Police, how you doing, man?
Oh, not too well.
Okay, well, can you tell me what's going on?
I got bit by a damn dog back there in the backyard.
Okay, is it your dog?
That's not really my dog, it's my grandnephew's dog.
Okay, does the dog live here?
Well, he just brought it here yesterday.
Okay, did you shoot it?
I shot it, yeah, I think. Shoot, I shot it at it back there in the backyard. It bit me, man.
Oh, it bit you?
Yeah.
You want EMS to come look at you?
No, I got some stuff. I'll take care of it.
Where is your gun at?
It's in the car.
In the Impala?
No, in the,
Okay, well, we don't need to see it right now. If you want to take a seat, you can. We're trying to figure out because the neighbor called.
that thing up there always calling, messing with folks.
Okay.
We ain't never had that problem around here until they moved up there.
On the topic of his ill feelings towards his neighbors, the man wasn't shy whatsoever. He obviously held the opinion that they should mind their own business. Officers, however, were concerned by the man's apparent disregard for the dog he'd just shot.
Do you have the other dogs back out there?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you mind if we go back and take a look at the dogs just through the backyard?
You better go around the fence, because like I said, one of them done bit me, and I don't know what them other ones will try.
I got you. Okay.
The other ones hadn't tried me.
I don't want to go in the fence, I just want to look through.
Oh,
and make
yeah,
sure
you can go around.
So, how many dogs do you have back there now?
Right, yeah. Well, there was 5.
5?
I got a black little female, and my grandnephew got 4 other dogs that were back there.
Okay.
I'm going, Mr. On.
Okay, yeah.
Make sure you get that cleaned
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna clean it up and put some stuff on it. I don't want to show where he bit me now. I mean, I'm protecting me.
The man says that he'd shot one of the dogs, a young pit bull, in an act of self-defense. According to him, the pit bull bit him on the ankle when he went outside. As officers headed to the backyard, they prepared themselves to meet aggressive animals, only to find the exact opposite.
It's okay, baby. You okay? You okay, baby? It's okay. You okay, baby? 49, the left front leg has some kind, I guess the bullet hole in its leg is bleeding.
Oh, did you locate it?
Yeah, it's probably about a 30-pound, maybe a pit bull mix, white and tan.
Accidentally hit one of the other dogs, I think. I hate that. That was a good little dog.
7-4. He thinks you might have accidentally hit
Another dog, so that may be it. Yeah, this one's, he's got damage on the back side of his leg too. He's crying.
It soon became clear that more than one dog had been hit, and as some of the officers attempted to figure out the total number of injured dogs in the backyard, others quickly moved to confiscate the man's firearm.
Yeah, he's up front. The guy told us that the gun is put up in a car in the truck. Yeah, he's got complaints and been cited before for discharge of firearms.
I'm a caregiver for my sister and brother. I have to be here with them.
I understand that. Hey, they're around back looking for the dogs. His gun is in the... Okay, good. His gun is in the car still. You said which car is it in?
It's in this Chevy? Honda.
.380 caliber. I can't unload this.
Here.
This round one eject.
Let me try to see if I can.
Fire it out. You got it.
Probably because this is a 380 round, he's got it in 9mm. No? This is a 380 round.
Yeah, 380. I'm just gonna put it on safe.
No record on that 1032.
I think he gets 2 counts of animal cruelty.
Going inside if they're not trying to actively attack you.
While officers took the firearm in for evidence, it was clear that there was something off about the suspect's version of events. Therefore, they wasted no time in pressing him for more information.
So what happened? I mean, I was out there, I took this first dog over here some water, the red one.
Okay.
The big red one over there. I took her some water and food.
Is that one inside?
It's outside back there in the fence.
Okay.
And then I took the little black one, mine, some food. And I was getting water bucket for the other one, and as I was walking away, that other thing ran over there and bit me in the back of my leg.
And which one was that?
She's a taller, skinny, white, and brown. Like, kind of like the bullet pit, but she tall and more like a pit.
I didn't see one like that.
She might be done got away, or she may be hiding out there.
As it turned out, the pit bull he originally shot had escaped out of fear, which meant the total number of dogs that were shot amounted to 3 and not 1, as the man originally stated. After a while, animal control appeared on scene.
You guys know what happened? Like why he shot his dog?
We're trying to figure out, he's claiming he got bit by another dog. A citizen called this in initially. He never called it. He's saying that he saw a dog that got shot that running through the woods, heard some other gunshots from here. He's got a small injury on his ankle, but this dog right here has been shot. There's a dog in this blue thing. Don't know if it's been injured or not, but it's got blood on him.
There's blood. Well, he's got blood on his part of his mouth, but it's also covered in blood. He's hardly moving, so he could have more. And there's blood all on the inside, on the bottom of the tote right there.
But there may be another dog somewhere running around that's been shot.
Okay, but he said he hasn't said that he's the one that shot them.
He said that he's the one who shot.
Oh,
yeah.
He shot his own dog?
He said the other dog that ran away is supposedly his nephew's dog that's been here for some time, but that known of him. So that's the brief interview that I got from him.
Soon enough, the runaway dog was reported wandering around a nearby work site. Another police unit soon arrived there in an attempt to retrieve the dog. And of course they came prepared with dog treat.
Y'all got a leash? Somebody looked like they shot the dog. They did. Y'all hurt? Oh, hell. Oh, I can. That's the one that said that it bit him, so I don't know how friendly. Come here.
He's claiming he's friendly. Did you see him?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me get some treats.
He's not gonna leave. Pretty dog.
Hey, it's okay.
Hey, it's okay.
Hey, come here.
Ow.
Come here.
Hey, pup. Hey, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. Hey, come here. We'll get you some medical attention. You come over here. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Appreciate you. It's okay, pup.
All right, boy, they finna help you out.
It attached to you.
I'm an animal person. I like
Went through and through. It barely missed his. Well, he's got hit twice, so he said.
he got hit twice. I'm about to say it's another spot right there.
Hey.
The cops did a really good job earning the injured canine's trust. Meanwhile, back at the property, the cops and animal control were quickly rounding up the 4 remaining dogs. It was of paramount importance that the animals were taken away and given the medical care they desperately needed.
And the black one I hit by accident too, and them other 2 though, I'm sorry, man, but the dog kept running around him and I was bleeding and hysterical at the time. So that's a good one there. He's all right. He's usually not vicious. I don't know why the other thing turned like she did.
Were you just playing with them and they came up and bit you, or what?
No, I was feeding them. See, I just took food over there to that one.
All right. Can you put that around me?
Is that one injured? Thank
you. I think you can walk though. Let's go.
Used as a...
No. Come on.
And they got the other one on the loose too.
I'm sorry, boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you.
It's over so they can get by easier. Oops. Oops.
Oh, man.
Knock yourself silly.
Yeah. Animal cruelty.
Don't meet you out back.
Hey, we'll meet you out front, sir.
This wasn't the first time neighbors reported this man for firing his gun. Officers also learned that after being bit by the dog, the man had time to go inside, ring his brother, and then retrieve his gun from his car, none of which indicates a vicious dog attack.
You're under arrest for 3 counts of animal cruelty.
Central 1095.
Well, what about the animal attacking me?
I completely understand you got attacked, sir, but you came inside and you were safe.
Yep.
You could have called animal control in that situation and dealt with it that way. Instead, you went, got a loaded firearm, and shot it at that dog and also caused injury to 2 other dogs.
Conscious decision. You made a conscious decision for your actions.
Not long after the suspect's arrest, his nephew turned up at the residence. It turned out that all but one of the dogs belonged to his nephew, who had arrived just in time to see them being taken away.
Yeah, can you tell me what the rest of the dogs are?
You have a dog here, right?
Oh, all 4 of them back there are mine.
All 4 of them are yours.
Well, 4 of them are, and one's my uncle's.
Okay. All right. Which one's your uncle's?
One of the black puppies.
Okay. All right. So yeah, these dogs are going with animal control. Your uncle shot 3 of them. And your uncle's under arrest. And he's already en route to the jail for animal cruelty.
It's okay. It's okay, Scott.
Shocked and struggling to make sense of his uncle's actions, the young man made a phone call to update his family on the situation.
Mom, I shot the dang dogs. He didn't shoot Sky. He shot Spike in the front leg, his front left leg. He shot Sparkles 3 times, and he shot up my puppy. Sky's going to the pound. They someone who called?
A neighbor called saying discharging firearms and saw the dog running with an injury.
One of the neighbors called the police saying about the guns being shot, and they saw one of the dogs limping off. Now I'm being taken out, and they taking the dogs. I don't think any of them dead. I was just calling to let you know. I didn't even think he would have been that dang stupid.
Where inside of your family is?
That was like my brother. The white one did, but I don't know why he shot the other 2.
Well, hell, I'd have shot all 3 of them, and the person too that come around here with the dog.
Fortunately, none of the injuries sustained by the dogs proved to be fatal. The suspect was charged with 3 counts of aggravated cruelty to animals. He pleaded guilty to all charges. In May of 2022, Athens, Georgia officers responded to a 911 call regarding a man firing a gun at a neighbor's dog. The callers informed the officers that a man had been shooting in the direction of her pet dog as she'd gone to collect her mail. One of the officers went to speak directly with the caller to understand exactly what had happened.
Yeah, and then he left and went back that way. I don't think he ever finished doing the mail. He might have, but I didn't see him go back out.
So you go up there, you get your mail, you're coming back, you get to about the end of the driveway.
Yeah, the first crack all the way across.
You hear a gunshot.
And I whip around. My dog comes flying by. And he's standing there. Well, he ducks like this. He got on a white t-shirt. I couldn't really tell the pants because he's whipping like this and he ducks between the car and the house. And I scream, "Are you really shooting at my dog?" Because he wouldn't harm anybody or anything. You know, he likes to bark, but he wouldn't bite. A couple minutes later, with me on the phone with 911, he comes out and he stands here and he stares me down like this.
Okay. All right, so you never saw him shoot the gun, you heard it.
Yeah, he was standing there pointing like this while I was talking to 911.
Okay.
I saw him with the gun.
The woman went on to describe how the man continued to intimidate her until law enforcement arrived. At the first sight of police, the suspect ran behind a residence across the street. Officers positioned themselves around the property in question.
Stand by. You hear that? Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands now.
Come out.
Walk towards us. Is there anybody else in the house?
Yes, there is. There's another guy with a beard. Yes.
Watch. Crossfire, crossfire. Turn around.
Got one coming out the bag. He's got his hands up. Come to us. Walk to us slowly.
Somebody cover on that door, will you? Thank you.
Keep walking. Keep walking. All right, you got hands?
Your knees. Place your hands behind your back. Y'all step up and cover me.
Yep.
Officers quickly realized that the man they just apprehended was not the suspect they were looking for. The man soon identified himself as the homeowner. As officers closed in on the building, they put pressure on the man as to the suspect's whereabouts.
Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth, sir.
How many more people are inside?
In the freezer inside?
Just one?
Yeah. Come on.
I know they're saying he's hiding in the freezer inside.
Does he have a gun on him?
No.
Where's it at?
We know he shot a gun earlier. Where's it at?
I don't know.
Okay. We don't want anybody to get hurt, okay?
After learning the suspect was still inside the property and possibly armed, officers quickly moved the homeowner to safety. At a safe distance, the man was more than willing to supply the officers with more information.
I want to get you out of here, okay?
To where?
Let's walk this way.
I'll go with you.
Who's inside? What's his name? What's his name? We're gonna find out one way or the other. Can you tell me? Huh? Does he live here, sir?
No, cousin.
He's a cousin. He does not live here. You doing okay, sir? All right. Bearcat's coming.
Come on over here, man. I want to put you in my car.
He's giving us consent to go in to get the guy, so he's a homeowner. He's not under arrest.
All right. Tell me what you know about what happened today.
I was in the bed sleeping. He come running in there, talking about the police out here.
Okay.
Yeah, I said, for what? He said, the neighbor, somebody must have thought that he was shooting a gun or something.
Okay. But that's what he said to you?
Yeah.
That he thought that the neighbor
thought that he was shooting a gun or something. And then he ran in the house where he was already in the house.
All right, so where did he run off to?
He in the house now.
Okay.
In the freezer.
The freezer's at that back door?
Yeah.
Okay.
After learning the suspect is the homeowner's cousin, the cops were quick to scare the man out of his hiding place. A word of warning here: if you're going to start shooting at your neighbor's dog, then don't be surprised if a fully armed SWAT team arrives on your doorstep.
We are not going away. You need to exit the residence immediately with your hands up and nothing in them and follow our instructions. We have a valid arrest warrant for you. Exit the residence now.
Well, that's the other thing we can do, Dan. If we break and rake that window, OC vapor in there, just try that.
Yeah. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Yep. You ready, McGee?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do
Oh, you want me to block right?
Let me. Police department. All right, pull back.
The SWAT team urged the suspect to follow their directions and surrender of his own volition. Unfortunately, their request for him to cooperate continued to be ignored.
Any occupant, step away from the door. Back away from the door of the resident.
Are we on the septic tank or something?
Hey, Scott, give me your rifle coverage on that window. I'm going to move out.
Get away from the door. Back away from the door.
We can see in through this bathroom into that next room.
Yeah. He can't still be in the freezer. Yeah, I agree. No way. It doesn't work.
You're under arrest. Come to the rear door of the residence with your hands up and nothing in them. Follow our instructions. Do it now. Down, up.
What's your thoughts about chemicals?
Certainly warranted.
It's not his house. I hate to.
Yeah. Have shot at the neighbor. That's the problem. So I'm hoping the breach would get him to comply. So let's try the robot. But I don't have high hopes because of the stairs.
I got a view into the kitchen. There's a door that opens to the left. It looks like it goes to another bathroom. And then the kitchen straight ahead past that. The freezer's like, it looks like it's in a little mud room. And there's a bathroom to the left and then kitchen to the 12 o'clock.
After scoping out the interior of the property with the use of the SWAT bot, the team discussed their next best course of action. They soon decided that the only option left for them is to flush the suspect from the house with OC vapor.
Hey, Will.
Go.
When I tell you to, you're going to lower the ram and pull back up as close to the house as you can get. I'm going to throw a bang in that back door towards that freezer.
Okay.
Once that I deploy it and get back, then you can back up a little bit. I'll let you know when we're ready to go. All right, ram down. Y'all ready to move?
You got that window down.
All right, you can drop coverage. I got. Police department! You want it in this window first?
Yeah.
Get me up close to that window. All right, go ahead. That one actually went into the kitchen because the window was open, I think.
It went all the way to the kitchen. All right, let's not mess around. Let's send another one if we're worried about there being a fire.
Let's go ahead and send it.
Because these are not going to cause a fire.
Go again.
Same location.
All right, let's go again.
OC vapor, or tear gas, inflames the mucous membranes and causes intense burning sensation. With that in mind, it's no surprise at all to see the suspect stumbling out of the house, his hands held up in surrender.
Keep crawling on!
Hands and knees! Hands to your left! Hands and knees! Hands and knees! Go ahead, put your hands down on the ground!
Get him thrown out, we'll go to him.
Lay down! Go ahead and lay down! Do not move! You're good, do not move! I got one more.
Roll up on your left side. Bring your knees up. Sit down. There you go. Tell them we're 1095. You got weapons on you? Listen, I got a medic right here. Breathe. I understand. Listen, that's pepper spray, all right? It sucks, but you'll be gonna be okay, okay? I got a medic right here who wants to talk to you. Sit up, talk to her.
After the suspect was handcuffed and cleared of holding any weapons, the medical staff quickly attended to him, doing their best to alleviate his reaction to the substance.
I really just want to blow my nose. I want to sit right here so you don't contaminate your truck. Have a seat right here for me. Okay, watch your back on this thing right there. Look, I'm going to cut your shirt off and wipe your face with it, all right?
If you pull my pants up,
everybody stand up, I'll pull your pants up.
All right, cool. You blow my nose.
You got a wire in the front.
You cut my shirt and let me blow my nose. I ain't asking y'all this.
We're working on it, man.
All right.
I'll put some water over your face, okay?
I got it.
No, I actually don't.
All right, let her rinse you.
Yeah.
You ready?
All right. Okay, you good, man. All right.
I'm gonna get you a new sheet.
Oh. How's that? Is that getting better? All right, let her give you some more water here.
Oh, I'm straight. I'm good. I'm good on the water. I just can't feel my legs.
The reason the suspect couldn't feel his legs is that he'd been inside that freezer for hours. As his story went, he'd been in there for 3 or 4 hours, lost his consciousness, and the next thing he knew, a full-blown SWAT team was forcing him out of the house.
Okay. All right, go ahead and have a seat.
You just all of a sudden walk in people's yard and pick up probation violation.
You know what happened. That's not why I went down.
Full of man. Full of I swear you is, bro.
Say what you want. You know what went down, and you know why we were there. If you wanna talk about it, you can talk about it.
Y'all talk about what? The you man, you full of bro.
Well, you can get mad all you want to, but you know what happened.
Full of
A couple days later, the suspect met with Detective Harrison, obviously believing he could smooth the whole thing over and make everything look like an unfortunate misunderstanding. He repeats his version of events.
Yeah. What the hell happened the other day, man? I didn't have anything to do with none of that stuff, man. I got proof of everything. I'm so glad you came out here. I've never been so happy to see an officer in my damn life. At this particular time, I'm standing outside on my telephone with her. So I hear something. I hear it. It's like, pow! But it's across the street. I hear it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, let me move. I heard my exact word. Damn, let me move for somebody to shot my And I slide, so I'm standing out there, talking on the phone. Then a few minutes later, I see Officer Miller. He's walking up the street. I just see him walking, and I run because I know I got a probation warrant. That's the only reason I ran. So I get out, I'm like, damn, what can I do? I'm like, damn, I'm gonna jump in the freezer. I jump in there, and I tell him to go on outside. I get right in the freezer. I stand there, they tell me I've been there for 4 hours, 3.5 hours, or some stupid like that. Tear gas just woke me up, and I'm wet as like, what the hell?
The suspect's story went that he was on the phone talking to a woman behind his girlfriend's back at the time, and he ran at the sight of the police because he was violating his probation. He vehemently denied, however, shooting a gun or ever owning one.
Because I had been on the phone with her. She had called me, but I had missed the call. So I called her back. I'm like, damn, you woke up now? You know what I'm saying? I'm just out there because I hadn't got away from my girlfriend so I could speak to her for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to kill me, but I don't care because it's the truth.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna kill me when she find out I've been talking to her.
I think that's the least of your worries is talking.
No, it's not.
I think so.
Not really, because I don't.
Yeah.
It's highly possible that the suspect did hide in the freezer from police and indeed passed out for a few hours, though this story only adds to the likelihood of him committing the crime he was accused of. There were glaring holes in his story, and the detective pointed out that these weren't the typical actions of an innocent man.
Anything else?
It's that hard to see that this is a misunderstanding some type of way.
I don't think it's a misunderstanding. I mean, I think you clearly ran from the cops and then hid from them for a few hours, and then we find a gun in the house. Like, I think everything matches up. I don't think it's a misunderstanding.
You don't think, so you think I shot at whoever?
I don't know if you shot at them, okay, based on their testimony. They have their own story. But I think absolutely everything points to you. I don't think it's a case of misidentification or anything like that. Because honestly, had you just stuck around and been like, "Hey guys, I know I got a warrant," and then if you don't have a gun,
that's what I said.
You know what I mean?
God, that's what I said. If I had this warrant, man, that would have happened to me like that. I know it was gonna be like that.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. I mean, I'm not saying. Listen to me.
I said it, though, man.
The suspect turned out to be a convicted felon. In the end, he was charged with obstruction of justice and aggravated assault. The assault charge was eventually reduced to reckless conduct. The man pleaded guilty to both counts and has to serve 2 years in confinement or 5 on probation. Our next case occurred in July 2023 in Akron, Ohio. A woman by the name of Kayla called police about an unconscious Labrador puppy she found abandoned on the street. As the officer arrived, Kayla was torn up by the situation, stating she'd found the dog alone, covered with flies, and on the verge of death.
I found her down the street this morning. I asked neighbors, she's barely breathing, she's dying, she had blood coming out of her ass. Had worms coming out of her. I don't know who, I asked everybody whose dog it was, and they said don't nobody on the street have a lab, everybody got pits. German shepherds and all that.
She's alive?
She's a puppy.
Well, she's breathing.
I called the dog warden 3 times since 8 o'clock this morning.
You got her a towel?
This is the only thing I have.
Did you see any open wounds?
No, ain't no open wounds, like ain't nothing. I was feeling on her ribs, and her ribs feel like somebody kicked her.
Let's get her on this towel. I'm gonna bring her to the animal hospital. Okay?
Please let me know she's okay.
Although the dog was still breathing, she remained unresponsive. The officer acted fast, recognizing the animal's urgent need for medical attention. Kayla here seems genuinely worried about the poor thing. Not everyone would come to the aid of a dog they didn't know.
Yeah, whatever the one on Maslin Road. No, I'll come back if I do. You got your number, right?
The officer rushed the dying puppy to the nearest emergency room. While the Labrador was being treated, veterinarians informed him that the dog was microchipped. Less than an hour later, the officer returned to the house to talk with Kayla.
No. She got to the hospital, and they accepted care, and they said that actually she's microchipped, so...
Really?
Yeah.
So she was somebody's dog?
Yeah,
Okay.
at some point. But I was wondering where you found the... And I'm sorry, they took your towel, too.
Oh, I ain't worried about that towel. Towel. I was worried about the dog.
I didn't think so.
That was my rug. I ain't worried about that rug either.
Okay.
I had brought her. It was my rug for right here, but it's cool. I didn't want her just laying on the ground in the concrete. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause when I was trying to help her breathe, like I was trying to tell the other officer, I was trying to like open her mouth and stuff like that. But like her mouth was stiff to where like I had to literally put my hand in her mouth and force her mouth to open for me to give her water and stuff like that.
Right, okay.
That house is just now getting built. It has like it don't have tile and everything on it. She was sitting that fire hydrant. She was right by that pole right there, right after the fire hydrant. She was laying by the pole.
She was happy to show the officers where she found the Labrador and what exactly happened. She explained she went out to fetch medicine for her own dog, who was suffering from parvovirus. Parvovirus can be deadly if left untreated.
The way I found her, I walked to the store. I walked my dog to the store. And I walked that way, but because that store was closed, I had to walk the marathon.
Okay.
On my way back, I was walking across the street, and I was like right there, and I seen her, and I'm like, huh. So I let my dog loose. I let him come and sniff her, and he started licking her. So I'm waiting for my ride now, so I can go get my dog some parvo medicine. Because my dog ain't never gotten sick, and I've had him since he was as big as my hand, and he's the biggest dog I have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I found her here, and then like...
Apparently, nobody else in the neighborhood was doing anything to help the puppy, nor was anyone claiming her. So Kayla wrapped her in a towel, took her home, and telephoned a local pet rescue service for advice.
Lord, I know somebody that works at One of a Kind. I called her first, and she told me to send her a video of her. So I sent her a video, sent her pictures and stuff like that, and I was on video chat with her, talking to her and stuff like that. And she was talking about, well, it sounds like parvo. So I'm like, okay, what can I give her to like stop it? She's like, do you have amoxicillin? Because amoxicillin works. I'm like, okay, I have amoxicillin pills, like actual pills. She's like, crush it and put it in some water and force her to feed it. Okay, I did that. She was breathing for a good hour. Actually full-on breathing for a good hour. She was sitting in my bathtub. I had her sitting in my bathtub and her head was pointed up, okay?
This poor puppy was pretty lucky because Kayla was coming home with the exact medication she needed. Fortunately, it seems there are still good Samaritans like Kayla in the world.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad I found her because I really feel in the back of my head and the back of my heart, everybody would just walk past and just leave that puppy there. She's not even a year old yet.
Yeah, I'm glad you did too.
That dog don't even look like she's 6 months.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. I think a lot of people would just walk past the dog. What was I going to say? I'm sure you probably will already, but you might want to put photos of her on Facebook and say where she's at.
Not long after saying goodbye to Kayla, the officer was informed by dispatch of an alarming development. One of a Kind, the same rescue service that Kayla had called for help, had telephoned the police. They informed police that the Labrador puppy was actually fostered by Kayla and was one of 2 puppies under her care. The officer immediately returned to her address to check on the other puppy. He was accompanied there by the director of the pet rescue service.
Is Kayla here? Kayla?
No. I don't even know why she was here. If she was here, she doesn't stay here. I'll stay here.
She was here earlier.
What? Did you want her to call you or something? Were you trying to get in contact with her?
Well, we're trying to find her. You know where her dogs are at?
Her dogs? No, I don't. Those are my dogs.
Alright. You mind if we look at them real quick?
I do. I actually do, because I don't know what was going on earlier. Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, she turned in a dog that was
What kind of dog was it?
emaciated and
What kind of dog was it, sir?
some sort of lab.
A lab? Oh yeah, I have none of those. I don't even like Labrador retrievers.
Okay, well, you mind if we verify that real quick?
No, if you can stay right there though.
No, I'm gonna walk up here.
I don't want you on. I don't want you at my door though. I mean, I know, but it's not your property.
The dog is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I have tax on my dogs. I have tax on my dogs. It's not your property.
The officer explained that they simply wanted to see if the other puppy was okay. The man eventually relented and agreed to show them his dogs, but only through the screen of his front door.
Only 3 dogs I have, sir.
I can't see him through the screen.
Bro, come on, man. You can see him. Like, you're not about to take my dogs, bro.
Can you open the door for
You're not about to take my dogs, man. You can see
I literally cannot
Come to the
see
window
them.
over here, then.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Trying to take my dogs. I know what y'all trying to do.
No, can I explain the situation? Can you step out and I'll explain?
Eventually, the officer does manage to get a look at the man's dogs through the window, confirming that they all looked healthy and well cared for. The puppy, however, was nowhere to be seen.
Y'all peoples, man. You work down there at the shelter, right? Yo, peoples keep coming in my yard. I'm hooking my dogs off their tail. No, listen, I'm trying to tell you. It happened to me before. With this blue nose right here, they came in my yard and took him off his tether, him and the black pit bull that I had. And I had to go down there and go pay $50 to get my dogs back. I'm not messing with them like that.
I'm not with the shelter. I'm not.
Okay, I apologize then.
Can you come outside, please?
Bag up. Y'all go sit down. Why do y'all keep coming in here?
I just want to find my puppy.
What puppy? What puppy?
The homeowner eventually calms down, realizing there's been some type of mix-up. Now that the man was finally willing to listen, the officer and the rescue service director were able to explain themselves.
Caleb came to one-of-a-kind pet rescue.
Okay, I know nothing about that.
On April 25th, and this is her signature.
All right.
And this is the date, April 25th. And she agreed to foster 2 puppies for us, Reggie and Renee. And this is the address that she gave us.
I don't know why she keeps doing that.
But it was all the way back in April.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe she was with you then, maybe not.
No, actually it wasn't. Because I had this protection order is from last year. She wasn't.
Then she called the police, right?
Yeah.
Did she reach out to you guys?
I'm talking about that puppy that I heard somebody tell me that there was a dog laying in my driveway. But I know nothing of the situation. Can you tell me what happened, bro?
Basically, the puppy was like starved to death. All right, she brought it out here, put it.
Wow.
It was sick. It was sick.
It's at Metro Hospital now.
It was like moments from death.
The terrible truth of the situation started to reveal itself. The homeowner explained that Kayla didn't actually live there anymore. He also went on to explain how his dogs had been taken away in the past precisely because of Kayla. Kayla had entered his house many times without permission and taken the dogs herself.
That's possible. That's what I'm trying to tell you. My dog just got stolen. You feel me? Because she came to my house. Had access to my house without my permission. Took my dog out of the house and got him stolen.
And under a restraining order.
I don't have a restraining order against her. She has one against me.
Yeah.
Period. So, there's nothing I can really do about that.
Well, you gotta let the judge know.
I will. I mean, I told the judge that. I told the judge that her and the other girl keep riding past me, pulling up on me at the store, threatening me, and they don't do shit.
Convinced the man had nothing to do with the dying puppy, the officer realized all evidence pointed to Kayla. It appeared she had a vendetta against her ex-partner and was trying her best to cause him as much grief as possible.
So it's so weird. I don't know if there's something wrong with her or what, but she's like, she doesn't seem crazy when you talk to her, but.
Gotcha. Is she African American as well?
No, she's white hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the other day when she was here, I mean, she was in the house. She had access to the house.
Earlier today, but he wasn't here?
But I didn't see him at all earlier.
Gotcha.
Strange.
Yeah.
Though her motivations remained uncertain, it looks like Kayla abandoned the dying puppy herself. She then called police, pretended to have found the dog, and played the starring role of the savior. In actual fact, after neglecting the dog to the point of death, she then used it in some twisted game of revenge. The officer wasted no time in pressing charges. Kayla was found guilty of animal neglect and punished with a 180-day suspended sentence. While most abuse happens behind closed doors, some abusers are vile enough to abuse their pets in public. That was the case in Key West, Florida, where police responded to a call of a woman beating her dog in front of her workplace. Officers first spoke with one of her colleagues to try and understand what had happened.
So what was the deal like?
She was there, she was hammered, she has 2 dogs.
Okay.
She left, and about 30 minutes after she left, one of her dogs came back. So of course we let it in the Willie T's, and I called her. She said, okay, whatever. So she finally sent a picture. She said, okay. So she came back, and I said, put your dog on a leash. She refused. Her other little white dog ran into Willie T's. So I'm pretty sure the dog still. We looked high and low to find it, but she was so rude. We kind of gave up at the same time, which I feel bad for the dog, but I was thinking about calling her.
Do you know who it is? Do you know, have a name, information?
Her name? Yeah, oh yeah, I have her name.
Okay. Yeah, because apparently they're saying that she was beating the dog and everything else. So.
As far as officers understood, the suspect had returned to her workplace heavily intoxicated and looking for one of her missing dogs. And according to one eyewitness, she violently took her frustration out on her other dog.
And I see this girl launch her sandal at something. I thought it was like maybe a boyfriend, you know what I mean? I look and it's a dog, and then she hits him again, and then she has the leash in her hand and she yokes him from the truck to
that black truck?
Yeah, that black pickup truck. It was right by the front right tire. She hit him twice by the tire, and then she grabs the leash and yanks him almost to the wall, man. I started screaming at her, what the f*** are you doing? And another local was like helping me, like, yo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I'm trying to find my other daughter. I was like, does that give you an excuse to beat the f*** out of this one?
By the time police arrived, the suspect happened to still be at the restaurant. As officers spoke with her, she explained that she got a little too drunk and that it was no big deal. The only thing she was concerned about was losing her job.
Do you have your ID on you? Where's your dog? So, I see one dog there.
Yeah,
Do you have your ID in the meantime, please?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. That one.
Am I gonna get arrested?
I have no idea. We gotta talk with you first.
If you don't have any idea, then what's up?
Obviously, somebody described you doing something to your dog, so I need your ID, please. That's why I'm talking to you. So, your ID.
I would totally hurt my dog. I'm gonna get fired from my job. Just letting you guys know that. Is that okay?
Whether she'd get fired or not is not the police's problem. She probably should have thought of that before attacking her dogs in the first place. So if she does get fired, it's completely on her.
I'm fired for sure, but he's an answer. I'm young, but what the f***'s going on? I'm so sorry. I came out. I did not mean. I meant to come out. I don't like. I'm the nicest person I've ever met in life. Seriously. Hey, that's them. I'm so nice. My dog's not neutered. But I don't like, it's not like that, like at all. But,
So we have an overnight there. He's back.
I'm fired. No, I definitely am fired for my job. I appreciate it, guys.
Her colleague came out to inform the cops that they still couldn't find the other dog. Incidentally, the other small dog that was brought on a leash was the victim of her attack. You'll notice how it goes straight towards the officer and away from her. And it's a pretty clear signal the animal wants nothing to do with her.
I'm gonna get fired from my job, so let's just go down here so it's not letting me. No. I'm getting fired from my job.
Stay right here.
Are we?
Yes.
Just put me in handcuffs. Put me in handcuffs.
Right over here.
Can you just put me in handcuffs? Because I'm gonna get fired.
Just stand right over there.
You don't have to push me.
Just stand over there like you were.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Stand over there so we're not blocking the sidewalk.
You're already blocking the whole street. Are you crazy? Keep your hand on the gun, baby. That's what you're gonna need. Let me put my hand on my gun. One second. This is US, dude. Figure it out. You're legit.
It's not surprising at all that she behaves belligerently towards Officer. Anger, after all, is one of our most common reactions when we're afraid and backed into a corner.
When she had the dog up, you said all four paws were off the ground? The dog seemed like the dog was struggling, kicking, any kind of distress? I mean, either way, it's just something that will kind of, when you look, what did the dog, like, what was the dog doing?
Nothing.
Okay, just kind of like limp or?
Just froze with fear, and she was just dragging it.
Okay.
Things weren't looking good for our suspect. Officers on scene had heard all they needed to hear. The next best place for this lady would be the inside of a jail cell.
Do me a favor, put your purse down for me.
I'm getting arrested.
Put your purse down.
Am I getting arrested?
Put your purse down.
I'm not resisting. Why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing anything. Just hang tight.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Do you know where the other dog went? So we can make sure we get him somewhere safe?
It's a her.
Or
and
her?
No, I do not.
Okay.
You're being really evil right now. Like, you're costing me my own job.
This woman really needs to review her definition of evil. After pleading not guilty, she was released from custody on a $2,500 bond. However, she was later found guilty by a jury. She was sentenced to 12 months probation, 10 days of weekend jail, and fined $850. She was advised to get her drinking under control and made to attend 2 AA meetings per week. Our next case occurred in Palm Coast, Florida, in the middle of a scorching summer. Police were called when a citizen noticed animals in an emergency situation. The story goes that he'd heard dogs screaming and yelping from the back of a large U-Haul van.
Yeah, how did you see the...
I parked right there,
Uh-huh.
and they opened the back, and I heard the dogs yelling and screaming. They were panicking. The dogs were panicking, shaking and everything. So I told them just try to get the dogs out, move the truck into the shade.
Okay.
A bunch of people here, like, just concerned. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Because you see the dogs.
Okay,
They can't transport the dogs.
Yeah, give me just a second, okay?
Yeah, ma'am, I know you're here for us.
So what's going on? Let's come over here. We're gonna go over here because I want to look at the dogs. You got ID on you?
Somewhere's in the truck. We're moving, like legit moving. We lost her dad somewhere, so we stopped.
What is that whining?
It's our puppies. We're getting everything out to put in the car so they can have AC.
The officer had no time whatsoever to listen to the driver's excuses. All she could hear were the puppies screaming for help. She quickly jumped in the van and came to their rescue.
I'm trying, ma'am. I'm just freaking
Hold on.
out right now.
Grab that puppy. Grab those. Grab them. They're dying. Do you understand this?
I know this.
Do you understand that?
I'm trying to get them to water.
Give me those dogs now. Give me the dogs. Give me the dogs. Give me the other one now. Give me that one. Yeah, give me that one. Let's get them some water. They're all sweating. You should not be having them in the car.
I know, ma'am.
Time was of the essence, and the concerned bystander and the officer worked rapidly to give the puppies the water they so desperately needed.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, okay. Let me grab a couple more of them really fast. Get them hydrated. Give me a couple.
They were trying to leave before, just to let you know. Oh my God, I've never seen this before.
Taylor, check on the other dogs really fast too.
There are more puppies in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is really
It wasn't long before all hands were on deck, getting the animals out of the van as fast as possible. The back of the van was as hot as a sauna, covered in feces, and the animals inside were severely dehydrated.
Even that, right? I mean, look at the condition.
Yeah, that one's fine.
Just get the kittens out of there. You know, they do have companies that ship animals, man. Look at the cats, they're like passing out. Get them some water. Open that up. Thank you.
No. Doesn't even want to be around here. Come on, kitties. Come on, kitties.
These puppies are in bad shape over here.
Mm-hmm. Come here. Look. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Look. Look.
Yeah, just pour some water on it.
Here.
Right next to you. That dog's gonna pass out if you don't give it up.
Understandably, everyone involved was appalled by the state of the animal. In an attempt to hydrate and cool the animals, water was poured over them. As they're cooling down, one of the officers takes time to question the owners.
Okay, how long have y'all been driving?
Well, we started last night at 9 or 10.
9 or 10? Okay, so today is Wednesday, so Tuesday around 9 or 10? Okay, y'all are in Tennessee? Okay, were the dogs in the U-Haul truck at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how long were they in the U-Haul truck?
Majority of the way.
Majority of the way? Did y'all ever stop along the way to check on them?
Yes, ma'am. We stopped at 4 different rest stops, and each time we stopped, I did have that AC unit plugged up into the
And
building.
it's supposed to be going through the
It
U-Haul?
was in the U-Haul. We stopped for about an hour each time, so that way they could get AC or get some refreshment. We took them out, walked them, and then let them go to the bathroom and whatnot.
Okay, when was the last time they had water?
Earlier this morning, around 5-ish.
Around 5?
The long and short of the situation was simple. These two embarked on a long car journey from Tennessee and shoved their animals in the back of a van with an unreliable AC unit. They'd rarely stop to check on the animals or give them water. The only reason they eventually stopped is that they heard the puppy screaming.
Our RP, reporting party, he called and said that he was spraying water on him, trying to get him to come back alert and all that. He said that one of the white huskies, it was basically out and everything, so that's why I was like, yeah. So no AC, no oxygen, no nothing for approximately 8 to 9 hours. Yes. 8 to 9 hours approximately. I don't know what part of Tennessee they're coming from, but they said that they drove from Tennessee to here with the dogs and the cats in the back of that U-Haul.
I got you.
For that time frame.
AC unit in the back working?
He said that the AC, he put the AC back there thinking that it was going to work, and he never checked it.
He never checked. Yeah,
So,
that's not
yeah.
good.
Cluelessness is not a valid excuse for animal neglect. Still, the officer couldn't help but point out the obvious to the two of them. And she does so in the same way a grown-up explains right and wrong to a pair of children.
Okay, but you also told me as well that you stopped at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, at a rest stop.
Okay, they have water there. They have free water. So you didn't even have to purchase it. Okay, but I mean, think about yourself. If you're really thirsty, you're in the back of a U-Haul that doesn't have any type of air vents, any sort of oxygen. How would you feel? Like you're gonna start panicking. They have fur, so they're more intact with the heat. So from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, you knew that the dogs didn't have any water. From 7 o'clock to basically, I would roughly say about 20 minutes ago, you still also realized that they didn't have water. So that's 7 hours of without any type of liquid. Where's the food and all that? Do you have any food for them?
Well, we just gave them the last of it. We've been having wet food for them.
Okay, when did you give them the last bit of, about 5 o'clock? So you make sure that they had food, but no water. You know, water is more essential than food. That they can survive a little bit longer without food than water. I can't tell you exactly how hot it is currently, but just by me standing here, I'm sweating.
Firefighters arrived on scene to help the officers cool down the animals. As they were being washed, the officer pulled the female owner aside for further questioning. It was here that she admitted that neither of them had any idea what they were doing.
I had no idea that.
You didn't know how to transport animals?
This is actually the first time I've actually had this meat, and the only animal I actually had was the one that was pregnant. The one with the puppies.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one that had it. So I've never done this before, and I felt like I knew it was going to be a bad idea, but I didn't know what else to do.
Are these evil people because of their negligence? Well, that's a tough question. But what is certain is that they were not fit to take care of the animals, and officers had no hesitation in arresting them.
Nothing in your pockets is going to stick me, right? No. Hot?
Hot?
Well, you can take your hands off too. That's just something I just said. Nothing on you, right? No contraband, nothing like that.
Both of them were later charged with animal cruelty. Thankfully, the animals were transported to a local hospital for further examination and treatment. Our next case unfolded in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, when a dog groomer named Sheila called police for help. Sheila alleged that her co-worker had assaulted her after a disagreement at work. As soon as authorities arrived, she wasted no time in explaining things.
You need to get out of here. I'm not doing this right now. And I tried to like guide her out, and she elbowed me in the face.
Oh, makes you do this.
And so I was like, I'm calling the police. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting assaulted.
Yeah.
Like,
You did the right thing. Yeah, because you're the one that called. And it was which dog were you?
they took it. They came and took it because the dog she was acting so crazy. The dog pulled itself loose from the table, and that's why I pushed her out the door, because the dog was trying to leave behind her. They said, you need to leave, there's a dog next to you. And I pushed her out, and I contained the dog. So that's why I pushed her out of the door all the way.
According to Sheila, one of the dogs had gotten out of control while being groomed. An argument then ensued between herself and her colleague. The altercation led to Sheila being hit in the face. The surveillance footage, however, told a totally different story.
So what grooming was supposed to be done with this dog? Just kind of this right here?
Yeah, I think she already gave him a bath, and she's just
okay.
shit hard.
Oh, I see. So he already got bathed.
Mm. But even like
she kind of pulled him up a little bit there.
And it just gets.
Okay.
Because I was telling the other officer, she does get pulled up sometimes.
Okay.
Like if she's trying a dog and it wets itself, but she'll call us and tell us like I'm frustrated, and we'll just leave the dog away, take a break, and then calm down.
Yeah.
And finish the dog, but she never called us until after.
So it looks like the dog's howling, huh?
Yeah, and she's not usually like that. Like right now, she's in her room really quiet.
She what?
Right now, she's in her room really quiet. She's not usually.
The dog is.
Yeah.
The footage clearly showed Sheila venting her frustration on the husky and handling the animal roughly. As the colleague explained, the husky was uncharacteristically quiet and clearly frightened. However, this was only just the beginning, and things were about to take a dramatic turn.
She's just
elbowing. Yeah, she was punched him first and then elbowed. So if you have a dog that's in cooperate like that, you just have somebody else come to help? Or?
She shouldn't put him in. Well, he should be. She should be properly secured on the table.
Yeah.
But if they were still fighting, she should put them away, and then I would call the parent and say, "Well, I need to see."
I got you. Cool. Yeah, so she did. Yeah.
Visibly paralyzed with fear, the dog could be seen resisting Sheila's attempts to groom it. And how did Sheila choose to respond to things? By violently pulling the dog and even hitting it in places.
Yeah, she looks like she's frustrated there. She's like yelling. She yelling into the radio?
Mm-hmm. She was yelling like, now. She really was.
Wow, she's kind of dog's calm now.
And like how you were asking before, did you get bathed? The bathing room isn't under camera, so we don't know what's happening there to make him.
And she did the bathing?
Because she seems scared when she first brings her out. And once she leaves, the dog comes in.
She's just going crazy.
Sheila was shown throwing a tantrum and storming out of the room. And unfortunately for Sheila, she's only incriminated further when police review footage of her alleged assault.
So what is she saying? Leave?
I was outside trying to get.
So she's walking up, she's yelling, obviously, and pointing. He's kind of just standing there, so she's like touching her. Oh yeah, throwing an elbow at her. She's just pushing her first.
Yeah, she pushed her, I guess not.
I don't think I didn't see her elbow even go up.
And then pushed her here again. And that's when I came out.
Oh, she's pushing him out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't get hit.
The camera just doesn't lie. Sheila clearly had a violent streak, and no more evidence was needed before confronting this particular bully. As police returned to speak with her, she was also caught attempting to steal company property.
What's all in here?
Just my products.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to look in there and take a look. Make sure it's all yours.
Who does?
They do.
Why?
Well, that's going to happen because
Why?
they just want to make sure that you don't have taken any of their stuff.
I am. I'll be honest, I am. I'm all for the bad. I'm sorry. I was. I'll be honest. Don't look at me now. I'm sorry. I was mad.
Just leave that bag right there right now.
It's not all this.
Leave the bag, okay? Just leave it alone.
It's not all this, so I promise.
Okay, that's fine. Just leave it there for now.
I will. Yeah. Just, sorry.
Okay.
I deserve this. I worked hard here.
With a heap of evidence against her, things weren't looking good for Sheila. And since this woman displayed an obvious lack of remorse, she only succeeded in digging herself a deeper hole.
We watched the video.
I slapped the dog. I did. I did slap the dog.
Yeah.
He was fighting me. He was crazy. He has been going crazy since I'm there. It's not an easy job. I did slap that dog. But it's not like I was abusing him. I was making mash right. It's not. I wasn't or nothing like that.
Yeah, well, we watched the whole video, so it's all on video.
That's why I called him in here to come help me, because I couldn't take him anymore. That's why I called him out. That was the whole point.
Sheila refused to take any responsibility for her actions. She appeared to think she could talk her way out of her sticky situation. As shown here, she constantly attempted to place the blame on others.
Whatever.
Are you going to roast me for this?
We don't know yet.
I'm giving it back.
Well, you weren't going to give it back until I told you something.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was just excited.
We'll figure it out.
Can I please just put it back?
Yeah,
Please?
well, we'll see.
Can I please,
No.
please, officer, just let me put it back?
No.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Because I'm the victim.
I know. Well, we watched the video, so.
But her
Just
elbowing
relax
me
for a
in
little
the
bit.
face?
Yeah, well, we saw the video. She nailed you in the face.
She did elbow me in the face.
You came up to her.
I
She was
asked
just
her to
standing
leave
there.
the program because she
Well-
was harassing me.
Well, you were mad. We could see you pointing and yelling.
I was mad.
And you went towards her. We saw
I
that.
asked her to leave because she stepped towards me.
Yeah. No,
I said, I'm
she
not
didn't even
doing
move.
this.
She didn't even
Yes,
move.
she did.
I watched the video. Video doesn't lie.
It's not uncommon for criminals and lawbreakers to paint themselves as the victim. The cops see this stuff every day, so they had no problem seeing right through Sheila, and shortly after, the cops marched her outside in handcuffs.
Okay, I need to do a search of you, okay?
For
Make
what?
sure you have nothing on you.
I have a phone and a headphone.
Okay, I'll take it out of your pockets then, okay? Do you have anything else on you that I should be made aware of? Anything that's going to poke me, stick me, stab me at all?
I'm not a drug addict.
I'm just asking. I got
No, that's not in there.
All right, just widen your stance for me, okay?
No.
Yes, widen your stance.
For what?
So I can search you.
I have two buckets, one right here and one right here.
Widen your stance. I got to search you. Okay, I'm going to use the back of my hand and I'm going to search you, okay?
Those are my breasts. You're supposed to have a female officer touch my breasts, sir.
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to come over here and throw another fit. You're gonna have to come arrest me again then.
Well, if that happens, that's all.
I would, because those tools are worth 10 grand.
So we have it on our body camera. If your son doesn't come, I'm sure they'll hold it.
Dude, they have tips in there and everything for me. And what if I don't even get paid for today? You guys are f***ed up.
Sheila wasn't demonstrating much forward thinking here. She'd beat a dog, beat a co-worker, called the police, and proceeded to steal while they were there, all of which landed her a one-way ticket to a jail cell. She was later charged with larceny and animal cruelty. It was the peak of summer heat in Parma, Ohio, and cops responded to a civilian's call for assistance after being locked out of her car. Reportedly, the vehicle had a dead battery, leaving her pet dog stuck inside. An officer was arriving to help open the vehicle, but unfortunately, he was about to discover her pet's very grim fate.
Okay, can you sign this real quick? It's just a white.
No, he's
woman appeared to be very upset and was quick to point out her dog in the car and its life-threatening situation. It wasn't clear yet whether her dog was unconscious or worse, but no time was wasted in breaking the car's front door open.
This is going to be a regular stop. 2 lane changes, no signal, following too closely at 65 miles per hour. I'll be going to court on this one, I think. Okay.
What's that, to open? Go ahead.
Is there a husky in that vehicle?
Yeah, send me another unit.
Okay, I just have the animal warden on the way. 550. Good. Assist 06 4407 Kenmore. And again, I have the animal warden on the way for this complaint.
Here, your car's open.
As the officer managed to open the car door, he was informed that an animal warden was on the way with another unit. It was clear from dispatch that it wasn't the first time cops had encountered this woman. As he instructs her to get her dog, dispatch warns him that the dog could be dangerous.
Go ahead, open this. So go ahead and open it.
06, just be advised the animal warden is advising that that animal has been declared dangerous.
Oh, okay. Just, here, you gotta get your dog, huh? That animal's dangerous, I can't. I'm not sure it's alive still. You have to, the animal warden's on their way here.
Despite the woman's pleas for help, the officer kept his distance, following the advice of the dispatch. Though it's highly likely the dog was already dead, he couldn't afford to take any chances. He instead moved his vehicle out of the way for animal control.
Okay.
You guys have her on file. Lives at the other address.
He's gotta be. I can't imagine. If it's been in there all night, it's in the floorboard on this side. It's behind the driver's seat.
He's dead, I want her arrested. No, I wasn't my fault. Part was running and he died.
Here, come back here with me, okay?
With the dog confirmed deceased, it was the animal warden's job to take care of its body. Unfortunately, with the car battery down, she was unable to open any of the passenger doors.
Arrest her, the damn dog's dead.
All right, come here. You're being detained right now, okay?
No, they're arresting me, Phil.
Come here. Stand up.
Yeah.
Stand up.
I gotta have no underwear on.
Okay, stand up.
My foot.
Just stand up. Okay, just stay right there.
Hold on. It hurts.
What'd you step on?
Something, I don't know.
Okay. As the officer eventually got her to her feet and led her away, the animal warden can't contain her outrage at the woman's actions. But as the woman's led away to a squad car, she quickly assumes the role of a victim.
Please don't grab me like that.
Hey,
Please don't grab me like that.
Stop her.
Get out of here before I kill you! Really? She just said that to me. I'm stabbing in my foot.
Stop.
It hurts. I'm not running, dude. I'm not a bad person. Can you please stop hurting me? You're hurting me. You on my foot. You're hurting me. I'm not trying to run, dude. I don't even have shoes on.
They're gonna come back tomorrow.
9460
Yeah,
You act like I'm a criminal.
just killed you.
No, I didn't.
I don't know what happened.
I was waiting for Phil and my battery died. Here.
Everything on you? No. She's acting super like she's on something. People, man. What? It's a people.
Yeah.
So she's probably gonna be coming back with me. I just, you know.
Alright, that's KCY. East 31 valid on.
Okay.
Using her social security number, dispatch supplied the officers on scene with the suspect's name. Turns out, she had a long-standing history with animal control and the police department.
What do you mean today?
How has your dog been in the car all day?
My parents in Bedford at between 5 and 6 in the morning, like real early, because my dad leaves for work with him. My car was running the whole time. And then I took him out and then put him back in, and with the car running like I do, and the car died.
What time was that at?
About noon. The car died.
What time do you think it is now?
So you're telling me the keys are in
now,
there?
But I've been outside.
The keys are in there?
Yeah, the keys are in it. Unless
Well,
I
how
took
would
them
it just
out.
die?
Huh?
How would the car just die?
I don't know. The battery keeps dying in that car.
Why, I don't understand.
Why would you leave your dog in the car?
Because I was leaving again. I don't just leave him on it.
I mean,
On purpose like that.
It's
2.5 hours.
And it's
I
hot.
was outside with him. I put him in there because it's hotter in the house than it is in the car. With the car running, it's cooler. That's true. Like, it's really hot in there.
Alright,
The officers assumed that this lady must be under the influence of something. How else could someone be so negligent? Then again, perhaps they were being too kind. She said it herself. The battery in the car dies all the time. And if she knew that, why would she leave the dog locked in a car on a hot day like this?
Is there a history with her, I'm assuming? Yeah, no, I talked to her. She said definitely. So I just wanted to see if I have her back there. That's why I wanted to talk to you to make sure that I'll be.
Yes, take her to jail.
I get it. Okay.
The officer questions Casey quite gently in his car to ensure she's not responsible for other dependents she might have forgotten about.
Casey, you have kids? Casey, do you have any kids?
Yeah.
How old are they? Okay. Are you pregnant or anything right now? There's just questions I have to ask you. Well, you just said that did you say you're going through your woman period?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that you're not pregnant then? Do you have any medical conditions or anything like that? Anxiety? Okay. All right.
The officer went on to share one last word with the warden to assure her that the suspect will face the consequences for her criminal actions. Of course, there's no punishment to replace the loss of an innocent life, but the warden insisted she's there to see justice served.
I'm gonna run her back. So they're gonna stay here probably. Yeah. So no, I get it. That's why I didn't want to ask too much. So I'm gonna take her back for the cruelty, the E3, I think, or whatever it was. So.
I'll be over the cider.
Okay. Do I cite her, or do you? I don't know how any of that works. I mean, I can't.
Please allow me.
Okay.
The suspect was later charged with cruelty against a companion animal. In the end, she pleaded not guilty, received bail, and awaited trial in the county's Court of Common Pleas. Whether out of negligence or deliberate acts of violence, cruelty to animals can come in many forms. Police work tirelessly to protect as many animals as they can, but it's not an easy fight. What do you think of our animal abusers today? Did their punishments fit the crime? And are you in agreement that their actions were evil? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.